I'm Dr. Jolene Huber, a developmental pediatrician specializing in autism spectrum disorder. I'm teaming up with behavior therapist Sarah Davis, who will be working closely with families focusing on social skills, communication, and behavior. This is The Exceptional Life. If you could describe Thomas for me in 3 words.
He is happy, he is goofy, and he is, the third one, he's just different. He's different, but I don't say that in a bad way. He's just different.
So can you take me back to the moment that you got the diagnosis?
So I was in the doctor's office, and this is the pediatrician whose doctor's office you wait for like 3 hours. So we finally got in, and I remember there was goldfish crackers trying to be used as bribes and apple juice everywhere, and it was loud, and he was like screaming and covering his ear. And I remember him asking Thomas, "May I have a goldfish?" And Thomas like not looking at him and turning around and walking out. And doctor's like, "I'm gonna diagnose him as autistic." And that's what I remember.
Yeah. And then you were kind of left to your own.
Oh yeah, completely left to my own. I literally walked out with a letter that said I diagnosed Thomas Undries with autism. And I was like, oh, great.
So as Thomas is getting older, he will be planning his own social activities, wanting to make his own plans, things. So I wondered about maybe working on phone calls.
So that would be a great thing for him. Mm-hmm.
So we're gonna find out how to
begin a phone call.
Yeah, make a phone call. That's right. So the first step is what you have to do is you have to say who you are. You can say, "Hi, this is
Thomas."
Yeah, and then you're gonna have to pretend to ask for the person you are calling for. And who are we gonna pretend to call?
To call you.
So can I please speak to Sarah? Right?
Sarah.
Yeah, and then we're gonna say, we gotta ask if it's okay to talk. So, Sarah, is it a good time to talk? Right? We can't just talk.
Nope.
Because what if they're busy then, right?
Yeah.
And then, this is a special thing you have to remember. This is a buzzword that you're gonna have to remember. It's called a cover story. You have to give a cover story. Do you know what that means?
I know.
You don't know? Well, I'm gonna tell you. A cover story is your reason for calling.
Oh.
So what's a good reason to call somebody?
Well, I think.
Maybe you wanted to invite them over to your house?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you'd be calling someone to say, "Would you like to come over?" That's a cover story. What if you forgot what your homework was? Could you call someone to ask them what the homework was?
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's a cover story for call. That's a reason, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will be your pretend phone. Should I get a pretend phone too?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna move over so you can't see me, okay?
Yeah.
All right, but I'm gonna put the steps right here for you, so if you get stuck, you can look at the steps.
Say
Okay.
we are okay.
Yeah, you're gonna say,
This is Thomas.
This is Thomas. Can I please speak to?
Yeah.
Can I please speak to?
Sarah?
Mm-hmm.
Ask if the person. Is it a good time to talk?
Yeah. And then you're gonna say, your cover story, you're going to invite me to the zoo, right?
Yeah.
Okay, all right. Ring, 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 ring.
Hi, this is Thomas. Can you speak to Sarah?
Yeah, this is Sarah.
Is it a good time to talk?
Yeah, it's a great time to talk.
Why don't I invite you to the zoo?
Oh, you're inviting me to the zoo?
Yeah.
Sure, I'd love to come to the zoo. Thanks for calling. How about we decide with our parents when's a good time to go to the zoo is?
Okay.
Perfect. Talk to you soon.
Bye.
Awesome! That was so good. So we have a little homework for this week.
Okay.
Thomas is going to practice making a phone call, maybe with a cousin.
Or maybe Big Erica,
Lima Andres.
Lima Undries. That's much at your grandmother.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, we're going to practice making a phone call and
Okay.
trading information on the phone. The structure of our sessions are The first thing we always do is we start with a didactic lesson. So it's
Okay.
a little bit of the instructions, and I
Okay.
try to make it really clear for him. So
Ooh, those look great.
kind of break down every social skill has, unique little steps. So we
Yeah.
break them down into smaller teachable steps.
Okay.
And then I kind of make him those visual cues of those different steps. So this is an example for making a phone call. The next part is kind of the role play or a live demonstration to show him
Makes
instead of
sense.
just the instructions part. So we did our didactic lesson,
Yeah.
we did our role plays, but then we also asked those perspective taking questions. So that's something that a lot of kids struggle with is
Yep.
understanding the perspective of others. So
Yep.
we do need to teach that.
Hey, do you want to practice your phone call and call Daddy and ask him if he's going to get Erica? Yeah? Why don't we do that?
Asking him if Erica's ready is a good cover story. That's
Let's
a
do
reason
it.
for calling.
I have my phone right here. Why don't we call him? Okay? You want to call Daddy? So, you got to hold it to your ear. It's a phone call. Yeah.
Okay.
If for the homework.
Shh. Everyone, be quiet.
Oh, it's his answering machine. You want to leave him a message?
You can use your
Right.
steps.
I'll leave a message.
Okay. Oh, beep. Now talk.
Hello, Daddy? Hi, this is Thomas. I was just coming to see how you were doing.
And
Are you going to pick up Erica?
they call me back.
They're coming back.
Bye.
Bye.
Okay, press the red button. Excellent job.
Not bad.
Good
Good
start.
generalization there. And
Yeah.
some steps that aren't relevant in leaving a message. Good work.
Nice.
Hello? Hello? It's Thomas. Is it a good time to talk? Are you taking me to First Holy Communion tomorrow? Why are you coming around? What did you do today? I played with Vivian and Zoe. Yeah. I built a Lego train set. Okay. Bye.
Perfect. Press off. Perfect.
We've been working on phone calls. It's great. I think it's been an interesting example for our family because I hate talking on the phone. I don't like calling people and I don't like answering the phone. So it's actually been interesting for me to use the same steps too. I'm like, I gotta make a phone call. I'm like, okay, it's Blythe. Do you have time? This is what I'm calling about, like an in and out, quick.
Yeah,
too,
all
which
cover
is
story.
good.
But all of these skills, these social skills, are things everybody can learn,
Totally.
not just children
Yeah.
or individuals with autism spectrum disorder.
So it's been an interesting lesson, but he loves it. He loves making phone calls. He phones
awesome.
everybody because we got as far as like a cover story.
Yep.
And then we didn't really finish out the like closing or like that, so we're still figuring that out a little bit. Or he'll
Cover
call
story to get off the phone.
get
too.
off
Yep.
the phone, or somebody like goes through your cover story and it's like, so how's things? He's like, there's a lot of nodding. I'm like, I can't hear you.
They can't see you.
Right, you can't see you.
I think what's really great is that you guys worked on the phone calls sort of just before he was at that age where you start to organize your own social dates and your play dates. Because when you think back to a couple of years ago, moms are texting, moms are
Totally.
calling and facilitating all of the social.
Yeah.
But now he's at the age where he wants to say goodbye, mom. Like, don't
Yeah.
be involved. I want to make
Let me
these.
do it.
Totally.
And it's totally appropriate. But
Yeah.
if he didn't have the skill of making the phone call, or he wouldn't have a way to socially engage, and yeah, it's a
Good.
huge independence building and preparing him for the future. Rather than saying, let's keep this away because it might be a harder skill for him, so I'm going to keep doing it myself for him.
Yeah.
It's really important.
Yeah.
You've kind of gone from knowing exactly the task analysis and what he's supposed to do step, but how do you then have a conversation on the phone call and build in your conversation skills to the phone call? Your cover story is to call to have
Have
a
a
chat.
conversation, exactly,
Yeah.
and what kind of things we can chat about.
Yeah, like I'm just calling to talk, Grandma. I
Yeah.
want to tell you about my week at camp.
Yeah. So expanding that a bit.
I know that that's probably going to be a little bit more challenging than any other conversation that he has in person because he doesn't have the ability to have the nonverbal
Right.
communication as well, and so it is more challenging. So it sounds like this is a good point for him to start working on that sort of stuff too.
Yep, totally. So.
Perfect. Great.
You take one.
Oh, perfect. Take one.
I think it was, we've done the take. Now we have 3 more. What? 3 more takes.